the NFL knows what they're doing. Look at this scheduling between the Lions-Packers games and the Seahawks-Rams games. See out there at different times? I'm going to talk about that and talk about my opinion as a Seahawks fan on how the Seahawks might be getting screwed by the NFL here based on the scheduling. We're going to hop right into it. So looking at the Seahawks-Rams game, it's going to be played at 1:25 tomorrow. And then, so the Seahawks, Lions, and Packers are the three teams competing for the final wildcard spot in the NFC. The Packers get in if they beat the Lions. The Lions get in if they beat the Packers and the Seahawks lose to the Rams. And the Seahawks get in if the Seahawks beat the Rams and the Lions beat the Packers. So you might start to see the problem with the scheduling. Lions-Packers game is going to be played at night, while the Seahawks and Rams are being played at 1:25. So there's going to be, if the Seahawks beat the Rams, the Lions are then eliminated from playoff contention, and a loss for them would greatly increase their draft stock. Now, do I think the Lions are just going to say, yeah, but we're going to lose to the Packers to increase our draft? No, I don't think they're going to do that at all. That's not what I'm saying they're going to do. I'm just saying I think the NFL knows what they're doing with this scheduling. They know that if they get the Packers into the postseason, it'll make them more money than if the Seahawks or Lions win it. So by scheduling the game later, and the Seahawks most likely going to be beating the Rams tomorrow, anything could happen in that game, so this could end up being irrelevant if the Seahawks lose. But if the Seahawks win, the Lions will be eliminated, meaning if the Lions get down big early, the logical thing to do if you're the Lions is to pull Jared Goff, pull Swift and Williams, pull Aiden Hutchinson, let them sit, put your backups in, take the loss, let the Packers into the playoffs, increase your draft stock. I don't think they're going to do that. But if they get down big early, like 2 scores in the second quarter, I don't know. It would make sense for them to sit their players and take the loss, not risk injury for next season, and get a much, much better draft pick in this upcoming draft. I hope the Lions wouldn't do that, but you never know. And my big problem with this is there are obviously some conspiracy theories about, is the NFL rigged? Is it scripted? I don't think it's completely scripted and rigged, but I think the NFL tries to do things in a certain way to help certain teams and certain players, not all the time, but every once in a while, to help make themselves more money. And Tom Brady's a big part of that. All these questionable, like roughing the passer calls and just weird calls in games that Tom Brady plays for, that's a little, sketchy. I don't know, that seems kind of weird that Brady keeps getting all these calls. And then you got Aaron Rodgers. This is a great story. After having a rough year, people saying, "Oh, Rodgers is done in Green Bay. This is horrible." And then they start making a comeback, and it's like, oh my goodness, imagine how good of a story this would be for the NFL if the Packers get in the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers. Imagine how many people would want to watch those Packers games. That would make them so much more money than seeing a Seahawks-Vikings or a Seahawks-49ers game in the playoffs, or a Lions game in the playoffs. Although the Lions would also be great for the NFL in the playoffs, so a lot of people want to see that. So I truly think that the NFL wants the Packers in the playoffs, then the Lions and the Seahawks. I don't think they want the Seahawks in the playoffs revenue-wise. And it makes sense for them. I just think it's not... it's a really bad move on their part because it's kind of screwing the Seahawks over. And again, I'm not saying the Lions aren't going to try. They want to knock the Packers out of the playoffs so bad. If they have the opportunity, even if they can't get in, I do think they're going to try. But I see what the NFL is doing. The NFL knows what they're doing. And it's disappointing to see, to be honest. But yeah, that's my take on the whole NFC playoff scenario. Let me know what you guys think. Are the Seahawks actually getting screwed? Am I just being a fan who's convincing myself that we're getting screwed? I don't know. But let me know what you guys think of this. I really hope the Seahawks or Lions make it in. I don't want to see the Packers in the playoffs. But yeah, that's my take on it. That's all I got for today. Make sure to like, subscribe. I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out.